Hello, welcome back to my channel, and here we'll be solving this question that says that we should construct a regular heptagon in a circle of diameter 70. That is question A, Roman figure 1, and we are asked to state, Roman figure 2 says that we should state the length of the side of the heptagon, and question B, Roman figure 1 says that we should construct a similar heptagon whose area is 1.6 times the area of the given heptagon. And question B, Roman figure 2 says that state the length of the side of the enlarged heptagon. Okay, so what we need to do first is to construct the heptagon, so with diameter of the circle given, which is 70 millimeters. So let's see how this can be done. Now, the first thing that we need to do is to draw a horizontal line like this. Okay, so with this horizontal line that I've drawn, I'm going to take a measurement of 70 millimeters on this line. So this is okay, so this is 70 millimeters. So and the midpoint, so which should be half of 70, that is 35 millimeters. This is 35 millimeters. So I'm going to call this point, I will call this point A, and I'll call this point, I will call it okay, I'll call it point B. Let me leave it like that. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is to construct a circle. So I'll construct a circle, put the midpoint of my compass at this point, at the midpoint. Then I will draw a circle like this. Okay. Alright, so this is the circle. So having constructed this circle, so distance AB, or AB is the diameter of the circle, which I'm going to divide into 7 equal parts. And to do that, I will draw a line from point A. So I will draw a line in this direction from point A like this. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to divide this line into a number of equal parts, which I believe we know how to do. I'll pause the video, I'll do that, and then I will return and show you the next thing to do with this problem. Alright, so I've divided the circle, the diameter of the circle into 7 equal parts since we are constructing an heptagon. So the next thing that we are going to do is to take a compass. So we put the pinpoint at this point A here on the circle, and we extend it to point B, that is, which is equal to the diameter of the circle, and we draw an arc like this. Okay, we draw an arc like this, and then the same radius we put it at point B, center B, and then we extend it to A, and we draw an arc like this. So wherever this arc intersects, so the next thing that we are going to do, the arc intersect at this point. So the next thing that we are going to do here now, so let me call this point, let me call it point P, the point of intersection of the arcs. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is to draw a line from point P here, passing through point 2. So passing through point 2, so I'll just draw a line. So from point P like this. So passing through point 2 and touching the circle at this point. So this point here, okay, so I'll call it point D. I'll call it point D, okay. So I'll call it point D. So the next thing I'm going to do is to join AD together. So we join AD together with a straight line like this. Okay, so this line AD is the side of the pentagon, of the heptagon, side of the heptagon. So it's the first side. So the next thing to do is to put the point of my compass at A, extend to D. So I'm taking this radius AD, then I'm going to make an arc here. So that is the second side. Then I'll put it here. So make an arc at this point. That is the third side. Then so we put it here, we make the fourth side. Then we put at this point, we make the fifth side. Okay, so I put at this point here, and I make the sixth side. So then from here to here, that is the 7th side. So I will join this together. We join this together. Okay. Then I join this together. So like this. Okay. Then we also join this together. Then I will join this point together. So I will join this point together. Then here I will join this together. So we have a 7-sided polygon, which is a heptagon. So we have an heptagon right now. So I'm going to label this. So this point that I called point B, so I'm going to remove it. I will not call it point B. So I'm going to put so B here. So this is B. Here this is C. Okay. So this point is point D. I'm going to remove D from here. I'm going to remove D from here. Okay. Then, so this is now my point. This is point E. And this is point F. And this is point G. So I have the polygon labeled as you can see here. Okay. So the next thing that we are going to do, question A Roman figure B says you should measure the length or side of the heptagon. So I'm going to take the measurement. Okay, the length of side. So I've taken the measurement. So I'll just take one of them. So it's a regular heptagon, or it's a regular polygon. So I'll just take side AB. So AB is equal to 30. So plus or minus 1. So 30 plus or minus 1. So that is the length of side. It's a regular polygon. So the side is 30 millimeters, but we have to write it in this way, so, or in this form. So it can be 29, it can be 31. So let's leave it like that. So the next thing that we are going to do is to do the enlargement as we are told. So we're asked to enlarge it, or to draw a similar heptagon that is 1.6 times this one in area. So this 1.6 now is same as 16 over 10, so which is also the same as 8 over 5. 8 over 5. So with 8 over 5 is same as what? Is same as 8:5. So that is the enlargement. So we are taking it from size 5 to size 8. So what we need to do now is as follows. So what you need to do here now, so this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to so draw a line. I'm just going to look. I'm looking at the space to use for this. Okay, so I'm going to draw. So from this point here, let me see. So from this point, I'm going to draw a line. So in this direction. So I draw a line in this direction. I'm going to have 8 points here. I'll just use 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this is okay for me. So I took 5 millimeters. Okay. All right. So if I number this, so this is 0.1, this is 0.2, this is 0.3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So the next thing that we are going to do now is to bisect distance G5. So we have to bisect distance G5, so that we can construct a semicircle on that. But before that, I need to do something. I need to draw a perpendicular line to point F. I need to draw a perpendicular line to point F. Since this line is not a straight line, it's not a horizontal line, so I will need to make use of my protractor So place it at point F, and this line here is on this line that we drew. So this is 90 here. Okay, so I'll just draw a line from F. So I draw a line from F like this. Okay, so I have the line. All right, so then the next thing that I'm going to do is to put the midpoint of my compass at point G here, and then I will draw an arc like this. I want to know the midpoint of G5, of distance G5. So then I'll put it at point 5 here, and then I will make an arc like this. So make an arc like this. All right, then I'm going to so I'll locate the midpoint. So I'm not going to draw the line, so the line will not be too many. So just for me to use this center to get the point. So this is the point. Okay, so this is the midpoint of G5. So I will call it X. Okay, then I'll put the midpoint of my compass at point X here. Then I will extend it to 5 or to G. Okay, like this. Then I'm going to draw a semicircle like this. Okay, so that's semicircle. So that's semicircle. So this semicircle, it touches this line that comes out from G, from F. It touches at this point. So I'll call it 5 prime. I call it 5 prime. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bisect distance G8. I'm going to bisect distance G8, and to do that, so I will also make an arc. So make arcs like this. So okay, all right, so I put at point 8 here. All right, then I need to locate the midpoint of G5. Sorry, G8 like this. Okay, all right, so this is G8 here. So I'll put the point of my compass at this point. So I'll call this point, I'll call it point Y here. So I need to construct a semicircle again. So extend to 8 or extend to G here like this. Then I will draw a semicircle. All right, so I believe you can see this. Okay, so now having done this now, so this semicircle touches this line, touches this line that we drew out of F. It touches at this point, so I'll call this point 8 prime. So don't forget that we are doing enlargement, so I need to join G5 prime together with a straight line like this. G5 prime, I will join them together like this. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is to draw a line. So also I will need to extend this line to this left side. So I will extend like this. All right, so then I will set my set square on this line G5 prime that I just drew. Okay, like this. Then I will shift it to 8 prime here. Then I will draw a line like this. All right, so this point here, where this line touches this line, is point G. So I'll call it G prime. All right, so before we go on, the next thing that we're going to do, so from F, I will draw a line through each of these points on the polygon. So this goes like this. So and then, so from here, so I will draw a line passing through B like this, and from F also, I will draw a line passing through C like this, and from F, I will draw a line passing through D like this, and then from F again, I will draw a line passing through E like this. So the lines are so many. Okay, so let's go on. So the next thing that we are going to do is to draw a line parallel to each of the lines that we have here. So if I set my set square on AG or GA like this, okay, then I will shift it to G prime, shift it to G prime. So this is G prime. Then I will draw a line like this. So to make this line, so this point here that we have here is A prime. Okay, then again I will set my set square on AB. Okay, set on AB like this. Then I will shift the set square to A prime to get point B prime for the enlargement like this. So this is B prime here. Okay, next I will set my set square on BC like this, on BC. Okay, then I will shift it to B prime, shift it to B prime. So then I will draw a line like this. Okay, so this is point C prime, point C prime. Then I will set my set square on CD like this. Then I will shift it to C prime. Then I will draw a line like this. Also, I will set my set square on DE. I set on DE like this, and I will shift it so to D prime. So I've not written that, so I'll just shift it to D prime like this, and I will draw a line like this. So this is D prime. So this is D prime like this, and this point here is point E prime. Okay, so that is the enlargement. So the enlarged figure is G prime A B C D A prime B prime C prime D prime E prime to F. That's the enlarged figure. Okay, so then we're asked to measure the length or side of the enlarged figure. So all you need to do is to take a measurement of AG prime. Okay, so AG prime, so A prime B prime, B prime C prime, C prime D prime, and D prime E prime. Then you take a measurement of E prime F. So and then you write down the values that you, or the whatever you get, you write them down. Okay, so that is the solution to this problem. It's as simple as I've explained it here. All you need to do is to practice. Thank you, and keep on practicing.